Hey guys, this is Funk here. I've decided to start doing a few videos again and decided I'll start doing some voiceovers with them as well to make them a little bit more interesting. So this here is from my North American server account, which I started to grind the American line, and I'll probably be putting up a few videos from it because I've been playing it a little bit more than my Asia account at the moment. So this game was quite an interesting game. It's not really about my personal performance in this at all, because I didn't really do anything spectacular. In fact, I had a pretty crap game, but it was one of the more exciting games I've been in, and the ending was pretty epic, so I thought it was worth putting up on YouTube to share with others. So it's quite slow to start, so I'll probably be skipping through a little bit here. So as you can see, not much happening here on the south. There's a bit of a fight going on in the city. And I'm also going to be putting music in my videos. I know a lot of YouTubers just do voice. I'm going to put music in just to keep it more interesting for when there's not a lot going on to commentate on. So there we go, first hit, and we get the Borsig out of the game. That's always a good thing. And then I don't know what this T44 thinks he's doing, but yeah, that's not the smartest move there. So you can see me using the auto aim here, which is, I know a lot of people don't like to use it, and this showcases why it's not always the best. Here we go, I get 2 out of 4 actually penetrate, so if I had aimed those I probably would have got the first 2 straight in, but it didn't matter anyway because I killed him. So at the moment it's looking pretty good. We've got, looking on my little video preview screen, I can't quite see properly what it looks like. We've lost 3 and they've lost about 6 or so, so that's, yeah, 6-4, so that's quite going quite well. But if you look at the city, you can see that we're about to be overrun there, and obviously myself and the rest of my team weren't paying a whole lot of attention to the map because I didn't realise it quite yet. I'll pick it up soon, but normally I'm pretty good at looking at the map and seeing that sort of thing ahead. But here you go, a friendly P75 trying to push me out into the line of fire, which is always nice, and that's something that pisses me off just a little bit in this game when someone does that. I have learnt to be a lot more patient though, and I refrain from actually saying anything and getting into a pointless negative argument, but I do get my revenge on him by pushing him back into the fire so he gets hurt, which is probably not the best thing for the team, but I was pissed off, so anyway. So yeah, now we've completely lost the city and we've got an IS-4 and a couple of other tanks up there, so it's not looking so good for our base at the moment. So this is when I kind of start telling the team we've got to go back and defend the cap. And so I reload a heat clip because I can see there's an IS-4 coming to our base, and standard rounds on this with 173 penetration is pretty much going to have no chance of going through an IS-4, and probably not even in the sides, but you'd have to get him in the rear, and occasionally the sides you'll go through. But yeah, 250 mils with the heat rounds should be, you know, in theory should be enough to go through the front of an IS-4, but that would be when you're up close and you can aim at the lower plate. But when you're shooting at a distance like I am, you'll see what happens. It's not really adequate at all. So I tell our Artie, don't kill yourself yet. I might be able to get back in time because there's still about a minute left and I'll be able to get there. So having the Artie left alive might just make the difference between the win and the lose. And keep an eye on that enemy E75. I can't quite see now because the preview screen's all blurry, but I think he's on 4 kills at the moment. But just keep an eye on his kill counter because he's going to put in quite the performance in this game. So here we go, spot the IS-4 variety and done. And I think I didn't get spotted because there's no sixth sense. And then suddenly it goes off. Luckily he misses. So I got 4 heat rounds, a miss, a bounce, another miss, and another bounce. So it just goes to show that IS-4 armor is not to be underestimated, I guess. At this point, because I'm not getting spotted, I decide I'll go right up to the bushes and spot him, but as you can see, I do get spotted and that doesn't work. Here we go again. Another bounce. Just goes to show, there I am, I'm aiming at his lower plate and there's nothing I can do, I just can't pen it. So I'm not really sure how I could have actually handled that better and got some penetrating shots in. Perhaps maybe the best thing would have just been to go around the buildings and flank around the side of him, but I figure it's best just to stay at a distance. I can use Artie to light him up and there's no need to put myself in any more danger. But unfortunately now I'm quite low on health, as you can see. That IS-4 is going to be getting pissed off, right? I would be pissed off if that was me and I just kept getting hit by Artie and reset over and over again. I would have abandoned it long ago. I mean, there's no way he can win in this situation. We're just going to keep lighting him up for Artie, so there's really no point in staying there. And he's a decent player, so you know, you'd think he'd know that, but I don't know, I have no idea what he's thinking at this stage. He probably figures the game's already lost anyway, but so you can see now, enemy, well that's that done, and this enemy E75, I think if I can read it correctly, has 8 kills at the moment, so he's gone from 0 to hero pretty quickly there. So 3 of us left versus 1 enemy, should be easy, right? You'd think. And I tell the T71 to stick together and we'll hunt him down together, but the T71 just, he's having none of that. He's YOLOing off to go and find him by himself, which is a really smart idea. Now this is one point where I took far too long to aim my shots. I'm expecting him to go forward. I don't know, I just didn't want to miss, I wanted to get them right. But as it turned out, yeah, I get to put 2 in, but then he disappears, so it would have been much better off if I sort of snapshotted a bit early on. There he is again, and kills the T71, and I miss, so I was a little bit pissed off with that T71. There was no need, there was no reason why that had to happen. We could have just stuck together, gone in together. He could have only killed one of us, and then the other one would have got to unload a full clip into him, and that probably would have been the game. But anyway, I figure now there's no way I'm going to go one-on-one on E75 if I'm if he keeps his front to me, I'll probably only pen about 2 out of 4 shots, and that won't be enough to kill him. So I figure the best move is go to enemy cap and draw him out into the open, and hopefully our Artie can hit him. Also, there's not much time left, so I had to do something fairly fast here. And I just realised, holy shit, this guy's on 9 kills. I hadn't noticed that before, and suddenly I'm like, wow, I actually want this guy to get a pools medal. Pools medals are awesome. Who doesn't want to see one of those? And I don't want to lose, but I also want to see him get a pool, so we'll see what happens. So I'm expecting to see him pop up either from dead ahead or across at the bridge somewhere. That's why I'm just keep peeking back and forth to see if I can light him up, because I think I'll see him crossing. At this point I realise, no, he's not going to come from there. If he hasn't shown up by now, he's going to come from the buildings on the right, so I need to make sure that I'm in cover from those buildings. So it looks to me like there's no way he could shoot me here. That's what I'm thinking. He can't possibly shoot me. So So here we go, last few seconds and we've cut, so we've won already anyway. Artie fires, misses. And he fires, and this shot somehow just goes straight through that wreck and kills me. So anyway, we won, I was happy, he got his pulls, I was happy with that. So we both won in a sense. So good game.